What's up YouTube, Sean Forney here. I'm gonna do another video on the RTV 1100 that we have. It's been 2 years since I did my last update video. We've now doubled the hours. We have over, I think it's 615 hours on the RTV now. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of a video of long-term maintenance and disclose a few of the little issues that we've had with the RTV. It is still, knock on wood, but one of the most reliable things that we've had here on the farm. We've only serviced it a couple times. We've changed the oils, or the oil rather, a couple times. But other than that, this thing has been dead reliable. Now I do have it in my garage now because I do have to repair a couple things, and those are some of the things that I want to show you all in this video. So long-term maintenance of the RTV above and beyond, normal oil changes, things like that. Just a couple little maybe improvements Kubota could make. I don't even know if there's anything they could do for some of this, but one of them is actually kind of surprising. So make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you have any questions on the RTV, again, this is one of my most watched videos on YouTube. Between the two RTV videos, I think I have 80,000 views. So apparently people do love these things as much as we do. It literally is one of the best things that we have on the farm because it's so versatile. I plow snow with it. I do so much with our RTV that you just don't do with the other type of side-by-sides. Yeah, you probably could do it with a Ranger, but I use this more than I do my Ranger. So on the farm, this thing has been extra handy. So stay tuned, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Again, if you have any questions, leave a comment below. Thank you guys. So as everybody can tell, it still looks the same. We don't necessarily abuse it. We do use it to haul water around on the farm. I use it to push snow. We use it to pull a manure spreader. We put manure in the back of it. We do use this thing so much. We run water all over the farm for the areas that we don't have water to yet. So this thing, we do a lot with it, but it is well kept. The only reason it has rain on it right now is because I ran it from our barn over to my garage so I can replace a couple things that are damaged on it. Long-term maintenance, again, we haven't had to do much. We had a squeaky belt, and I will show you why we had a squeaky belt here in a minute. And then change the oil, that good stuff. And then a couple little surprise things today. But I do use it to push snow. It has the I have the Boss V plow, which I will show you real quick. There's the Boss V plow. It literally takes me only, I don't know, less than 5 minutes to get this thing hooked up. So it's super convenient. And this thing is a freaking tank. It will push some freaking snow. Now you can see, if you look close, that this door is just hanging off. That is because this hinge, which is one piece with the pin, snapped. Which, I mean, the only thing I can logically think of is some moisture got trapped in here from whenever I was plowing snow with some salt, and it allowed it to rust and then snapped. So luckily, a dealership close to me stocks these parts, and we also bought a new strut. So the dealership, which I would recommend for anybody in the US because they stock these parts, Messick's. I buy all of my Kubota stuff from them. I bought my skid steer, my M5 111. They service everything for me. I bought my disc bind. They're just great to deal with. I ordered this stuff 2 days ago. It is Kubota parts, and it's not really that expensive. I think for both these parts, it was like 55 bucks shipped or something along those lines, and with 2-day shipping. The Kubota, since my last video, as I already mentioned, has double the amount of hours on it now. So we have put this thing through the ringer and no issues, realistically. The only other things that we've had, the tailgate is getting a little beat up from all the use, but these right here became a little bent. So I just took a pair of long pliers and then bent them back so the tailgate closes properly. Let's see here. We have that. We have the you know, everything on a farm gets held together with baler twine. So we have that. But let me turn it on real quick and I'll tell you why the belt went squeaky on us. Okay. So, again, I say we haul a lot of stuff in the Kubota. And you can see Kubota has this, it's better from this side probably. They have this cover right here that prevents things from getting down in here, but the belts are back, right back in here. Where am I? Hold on, awkward. But the belts are down in here where my fingers are. And the only problem that we've had, we had some goat pellets, turds, call them what you want. We had some goat turds get down in there for a squeaky belt. I couldn't figure out the problem myself. I, sprayed WD-40 on it, did the typical redneck things that you would do to stop a squeaky belt, on dish detergent. So I finally had Messick's come out to look at it because they were here for something else. And they said, hey, you know what your problem is? It's not the belt. You got some goat turds down in there and it's causing the belt to squeak. So, again, something so minor, but I thought it was hilarious. I wish there was something else that you could, that maybe that Kubota could, and I guess I could probably get something that could lay down here that you could remove then to access the engine compartment and service it. I wish this was just a little bit better covered. But other than that, we have had virtually, knock on plastic, no issues. As you can see here, we now have 615 hours. And when's it go? I guess it has to start. And 2,244 miles. You don't need the power, obviously, to lower the bed. But other than that, I mean, typical cracked dash. I think that's very common across anything with these types of, crappy plastic dash. But AC still works, blows cold, heat blows hot, steering, everything else is good with this thing. The removable mat, we've lost a lot of the pins to hold it in because we take it in and out so much, because we like to, deep clean all of our farm equipment at least once a year. That way we try to keep it in as good as a shape as possible. Obviously, this one is due for a clean. Don't make fun of me for my crappy wire job to, up there. But once the plow's on, the factory lights don't really work. So I put these little LEDs on, and once you hit a limb with them, they kind of get out of whack. But overall, again, I mean, the Kubota RTV has proven to be one of our most worthwhile investments that we have made. Now, again, I got this thing for an absolute steal with only, I don't know, it had 80 miles on it and maybe 10 hours when I bought it. With the V-Plow, I paid $17,000 for it, and I still think I could probably sell it for at least that today, 5 years or 4.5 years later. So this thing has been incredible for us. I would not change a thing with the RTV, with the exception, I wish it did go a little faster. That way, if I'm going from field to field, or my diesel gas, or the diesel place where I fill up all of my tractors and diesel tanks and everything, is only like 4 miles away. So I do just drive it down there because it's easier than loading it onto a trailer. I did wish it would go above like 25, 26, 7 miles an hour. But other than that, again, if you guys are considering making an investment for your farm and you're not worried about going fast, you want something that could climb up a tree. We've never got this thing stuck. We've taken it through the river. We've had the water up to the doors. We've had it in mud. We've had it freaking everywhere. I would load the back of it with shale with my skid steer, and this thing just doesn't miss a beat. So again, overall return on investment and just reliability, this thing has been historically one of the most reliable things, even more so than this, which I think I have an issue right now, so I got to pull the valve covers off. But this thing is amazing. So if anybody has any questions, I just wanted to do a quick little update video. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment below if you have any particular questions. These are still the factory tires. Other than that, we changed the oil. They write on the filter, my next service. Actually, no, they wrote it on up here on a piece of tape. So we are now due for the next service, 600 hours, and we're at 615. So this thing does need a service now. So we will have to get that done pretty soon, but just needs an oil change and everything checked. So any questions, comment below. Thank you guys for watching. Everybody have a great day.